Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Okay. Early root Pokemon. Gen 1 through 7. Because I haven't played Gen 8. So, I'll be ranking these individually, unlike a lot of tier lists I do that I probably haven't uploaded by the time you're seeing this. So yeah, we'll just get into this. Caterpie. Poggers. Absolutely cracked out of your mind. But in all realness, Caterpie is just a regular bug. He does get like String Shot and Poison Sting, which is decent versus... No, that's Weedle, actually. I mean, so he's just a bug Pokemon. The only reason he's not an F is because Beautyfly is better. I mean, not Beautyfly. Butterfree is better. And it's kind of worth catching in some situations. Metapod. No. Butterfree. It can set up a lot of things. Like, I think it gets Poison Powder and Sleep Powder. Or even if it doesn't get that, it gets the spores, I'm pretty sure. Either way, it gets one of those. It's pretty good for setting up. Gigantamax Butterfree was pretty good for a while in the competitive scene. Probably about right there. Now, like I was trying to say with Caterpie, Weedle learns like Poison Sting and stuff versus other crappy moves that other bug Pokemon get. So he's a bit better. Still not like viable to the point where you're going to be going out of your way to keep it on your team. Kakuna, not good. Beedrill, it's pretty decent. If you line up the moves like spot on and you get the perfect move set and EV train to like the best. So Beedrill isn't that tanky. So if you HP EV train him or defense EV train him, he's going to be obviously a lot more bulky. So if you have the patience to EV train, he does have potential. He's not the best, but he's pretty good. Now, I know this goes S, A, B, D, F. C just doesn't... C doesn't need to be there. So, S, absolutely cracked. A, pretty cracked. B, great. D, decent. F, not viable. Pidgey, it's okay. It's not great against a lot of the early gyms, I mean, because they tend to be rock type. So Pidgey's just not going to be great there. He's cool. He's cool. Pidgeotto. I always got these mixed up. Pidgeotto. He's just a weaker form of Pidgeot. He's still good. I like him. Pidgeot. Compared to all of these, he's pretty top tier. Just, he's really fast. He gets decent type coverage. But compared to a lot of these, he's pretty damn good. Rattata. There's this strategy on YouTube where like it's Focus Sash Endeavor, I think, and it just sweeps. He's pretty good. He's definitely not as bad as these ones, but he's not good. Eradicate, Hyper Fang, Super Fang, all those. In Nuzlocke and like Gen 1 and Gen 3, Fire Red, Leaf Green, and stuff like that, it can catch you off guard and take out pretty viable Pokemon. It's almost happened to me before. He's pretty good. I like him. I hate both of these. I absolutely hate both of these. You can get some use out of these two. Like, I just have a personal grudge against them. They don't have very good type coverage. I think they get a total of 4 types for moves. 4. I'm pretty sure it's normal, like 1 dark move, 1 steel move, and then a couple flying moves. I absolutely hate them. Sentret. Not on par with Rattata, but I'll get to Furret in a second. So, Furret. He's underrated. Absolutely underrated. He is cracked. He learns so many type, like, I used him in, I think I'm still using him in a heart gold, no, just regular gold Nuzlocke. He's carrying. He's so underrated. It's crazy. Hoothoot. He's okay. He's just standard bird. I think this Noctowl, he is also pretty underrated, just not on par with Furret. He does get okay type coverage, I guess. A little better than Fearows. I'm not even going to talk about those. They're just terrible. Just about as bad. Poochyena. He's okay. Mightyena. As you go through the playthrough, he does get some pretty decent moves. Obviously, he's better than Poochyena. Zigzagoon. Obviously not great, because he doesn't learn too many moves so early on. Linoone is a better version of him, I have to admit. Like, type coverage, pretty good. Wurmple doesn't get anything very good. But, I mean, Dustox and Beautyfly are pretty good. These two will go there. Beautyfly, really good. Compared to all these, it's kind of like a copy and paste of Butterfree for Gen 3. A bit different move pool, but pretty good. Dustox, he semi-carried me throughout my Omega Ruby Nuzlocke. And I just have a personal love for him. Tailo, or is it Swellow? I don't know the difference between them. It's kind of just like Pidgey. This version of it, it's really fast for an early Rootmon. I like it. I like the design. Like, it's not too, like, bland, but I like the color scheme. It really works. Starly, just like these 3. This one just looks awkward. Like, I think it's Staravia. Just looks awkward. You can get some use out of it. I just don't like the design very much. Staraptor, absolutely insane. Very fast. Very good moves, especially leveling up. Bidoof, Bibarel. Nah, but for real. They're really underrated, especially if you just need an HM Pokemon. They have very good coverage. And even then, like, a lot of the HMs are really strong. Like, Strength is 80 base power. Surf is like 90, I think. Overall, they're just very underrated. Kricketot, I think. He's a pain in the ass to, like, in Gen 4 to spawn, because you have to wait till, like, nighttime or whatever, and it's just not worth it. Kricketune, I really like farmed them in my Blissey run. I did a Blissey only run, and I needed attack EVs, and he was the only one around that could give me those. I've personally like never used them because never thought to. Patrat, pretty good for Route 1. Like, you might be able to get some use out of him on the first gym or two. What's your name? Watchog, yeah. Retaliate, like Lenore's Retaliate is a pain in my ass. He's actually pretty decent. The Soviet Union birds. Cool. Again, I don't really like the design. It's decent, like, as a Pokemon. This one just looks like it shat its pants. I guess you could get some use out of it. This is just green shat. They're basically the same Pokemon. Sawaddle, not great. This one's just an edgy little guy. He doesn't get too many good moves, but Leavanny's pretty damn good. Especially Berg's Leavanny. It's such a pain to fight. Like, in my Sableye run, I seriously can't get past this thing. The Venipede line, I really like. Just the design. I really like how it curls up into like Metamorphosis versus like you see over here like Silicune and Cascoon and Kakuna and Metapod. Like, all those just look like cocoons, but this one's actually really cool looking. Scolipede, it's not great, but I honestly have a really close bond with this Pokemon, I guess, because Scolipede, like, you probably used one of these on your Gen 5 run. Bunny, not great, not bad. Fat Bunny, he gets some decent ground moves. He can be pretty good for earlier, like, I guess, gyms. And no, because you couldn't. I don't think this was this Gen 6 or Gen 7? Because Gen 7 was trial. No, this was Gen 6. He gets pretty decent. Like, what's his name? Will pop up if I hover over it. Let's just. What's this thing's name? Benelby. So, Benelby stats. No, Diggersby. Immune to electric and ghost, which is pretty decent. So, Bulldoze, Dig, Earthquake, Hammer Arm, Double Kick, Bounce. This is Sword and Shield. I'm talking about Gen 6. Bulldoze at level 1. That's a pretty strong. And Hammer Arm. 100 base power. For being level 1, that is insanely good. Surf. Okay. Where did I put you? You're about right there. He can learn some other type coverage. Wild Charge, I would not recommend. It takes away way too much of your health. Well, I underrated that guy. Cracked out of his mind. Fletchling, just with the other birds. Just normal bird. What's crazy is he's only normal type. Like, I don't know if he gets his flying type right here, but he doesn't even get his fire type like the later ones. This, Fletchender, I think. He's also pretty awkward, but I think he gets his fire type here too. Decent. Talonflame, pretty fast. I really like him. I like the design. just Gen 6 held your hand for so long that you always used him and it would just sweep, but like it would walk you through that game. It wouldn't make you work for anything like earlier gens did. I really hate this line. I think it's absolutely garbage. They don't really provide anything. Picky Peck and the two cannon line. Picky Peck's actually really adorable. I like his design. About right there. Two cannon can get some good damage in. He's not bad. He's not great. Young Goose and Gumshoes, I think. Obviously these things spawn everywhere. They're not bad, but for the first trial they can get some use, I guess. Gumshoes can be a pain in the ass, like on the first trial. He's okay. Probably about right there. Grubbin, he's a cutie. Like that, I love the design. You do nothing. Well, he gets some stuff, but not great. Vikavolt, I love Vikavolt. He does get some decent stuff. Let me actually get into that. Look at that special attack. Insane. 145. Yeah, so it's a pain in the ass to level up. I mean, evolve. So air slash, bite, charge, mud slap, string shot, but that's only if like you're breeding. It gets really good type coverage here. Mud slap, dig. I like the special attack. He doesn't get too many special attacking moves compared to physical attacking moves while leveling up, so that's a bit bad, but he's really pretty nice. And then Caterpie. So that's my tier list. You may not agree, but that's my opinion. Bye.